Pop quiz. Now, I've written a couple articles, well, maybe just one, on Wonder Woman. I feel like I know a lot, but do I know enough to engage the Wonder Woman pop quiz cards that are huge and disappointing in how they look? They have the questions on this card and the answers on the next. So can I even randomize it the way? Well, that's an answer card. So let's see what we. I don't think I'm going to do well. This is just a comic book digression. Well, okay, I can do better than I thought. Hey, welcome to Comic Book Trivia Headspace Springboard. It was about Wonder Woman. Well, yes, she originally fought. She was premiered in 1941. Right before the outbreak. World War II was already going on before the U.S. entered the war at the end of 1941. So yes, Wonder Woman is one of the many World War II characters that what is known as the Golden Age of comics. Captain America. That's 1942. That's during the war. Wonder Woman is very close to that. She was, she shows up in All-Star Comics. She's a part of the Justice Society. Sensational Comics was her premiere. No, maybe not. I know she shows up in with her own story in an All-Star Comics. So I can't remember quite if that's before or after the premiere in Sensational Comics. But I digress. Okay. What job? Oh, yeah, okay. Here's this. What job was Diana given after joining the Justice Society? So this is Wonder Woman, Amazon princess, very powerful being, person, not human. She's gonna beat the secretary because it's 1941, and of course that was who Diana Prince was for the army as well. She was. Those are the problematic issues with those early 40s books. But yes, she was the secretary. I don't know this next question. That doesn't even ring any bell. Now, I have not read a lot of the Golden Age Wonder Womans. Why I can't even think of the creator bugs me. It's not coming. Well, I'm so used to doing Star Trek. I didn't transition over into comic book trivia, but I'm giving it a go. Masterson, the lie detector guy, of course, and H.G. Peter did the art in the early books, and we need to use H.G. because at the time he was using his first name, Harry. His last name was Peter. So nowadays it's HG to kind of save some face on that. But there we go. All right, so question here is a 2000 issue of Wonder Woman. In a 2000, which three Amazon warriors did the more... Well, I should know this. I've read those books. I'm really flipping. They go to 1940 all the way to 2011. I got to keep the historical continuity in my mind. This is a stretch. Okay, so if whoever these folks were, I missed. If this is the Cliff Chiang post New 52 issues, those are some great issues. But I don't remember the specifics of this or this. Which were the Amazon warriors did the... resurrect. Who did she resurrect? Ah, you got me. You got me on this one. Wait a minute. Oh, no. They were all turned to stone if I'm thinking it's the Cliff Chiang run. So there wasn't anything to really resurrect. I don't know. We're going to learn. Is that the end of the question? Who is the sun god? Apollo. Apollo is the sun god. Boy, there's really no... Well, I mean, these two are related, and these two are kind of related. But then we get quite a mix and match here with the questions, don't we? Well, I mean, Apollo's the Greek sun god, unless you want to bring in Ra. I don't. War of the Gods. Pérez's War of the Gods didn't even bring in Ra. That gets into Stargate territory, doesn't it? Okay, so let's flip and see what the answers were to our Wonder Woman trivia. And World War II, Secretary, a trio of war goddesses. Artemis, Cheetah, and Giganta. Well, when were they dead? And Apollo. Okay, now I'm going to have to go. New 52 books were 2011. I mean, those happened in 2010. This is the Cliff Chiang run, right? Now I got to take out my Wonder Woman Omni, because it's got to be in this run. This goes from 2011, 12, and 13. So this is the full run right here. This is a great run. This deserves a good 20 minutes all on its own, because Cliff Chiang, makes this run of Wonder Woman work as well as it does, especially in the Omni form. I need to get out my phone and my doc cam in the basement to really do this book justice, and I think I want to now, because as much as I love Pérez, and I grew up on Pérez's version of Wonder Woman, what Chiang does with his art in this character is something else. And I don't want to, and I'm putting off avoiding his name because I don't want to butcher it. Brian Azzarello. Apologies. This is a great self-contained run right here. This is what the advantage of that first New 52 run that we could do this. But I don't remember these specifics about the warriors and all. Maybe I feel bad that I did. I got a couple bookmarks here. I've written on this just for my own benefit, and maybe it's time to outline that and present it. Maybe I can disseminate some knowledge and try to analyze and synthesize some ideas. But as for the trivia, I dropped the ball. I don't remember this, and I'm looking through it now, and I'm not seeing where does Cheetah and Artemis and Giganta come? I know Artemis was dead. All right, so this is a mystery I'm gonna have to solve on my own. This is okay. I can't say enough about how awesome this book is. I think this is my favorite run of Wonder Woman right here, and I've subsequently have done my best to read everything else that Cliff Chiang has done. Paper Girls is a fun read as well. Read that before it shows up on TV. But I'm flipping through and I'm not seeing Cheetah show up. I don't know what happened with Cheetah and everything else. Maybe I'm missing something. All right, and I only read this like a year ago. So, woe is me. Okay, so that's my attempt at trivia outside of the Trek. This is I'm gonna look for some more comic book trivia just to see. I bought some Marvel trivia cards from the '90s, but they came from a smoker's house and they smell like dirt weed. So they need to air out at least for a year, because I don't even want to touch them. They're coated with whatever substance was in the air. So they didn't warn me. I didn't bash the seller on eBay, but I'm like, ugh, I don't want to even touch these. Okay, that's a digression. I'm going to get on with my day, and you should too. So go and enjoy and have that day and make that day. And that day is yours, because today will never come again until tomorrow.